the number of hours that you spend sitting with your phone. Recently, I've done it. And I was putting it mildly shocked. My brain said me, Sofiko, do not live immediately. So I started on the internet, I read lots of articles, and I've seen that an average person spends 7 hours with phone a day. So I turned on a mathematician in myself, and I counted in my mind 7 times 7, because I used to do it with my phone. There are 49 hours. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine that you spend 49 hours flipping through the tape of incomprehensible people on Instagram? We can use this time as something more useful for developing a new business or project, improving languages, reading, enjoying life. We can use this time for anything, but not for the phone after all. And now, it seems to me that phones aren't useless tools. Really, they become an animal that requires and attracts your attention and doesn't allow you to focus on privacy and takes away a part of your life. And this pet always wants more and more, and we give this pet the last and the most expensive of our life and time without noticing it. And this is the saddest. So, if you want to make your future better, and the most important, to stop the spread of this tag disease, let's start. Black and white system. I know that you are really confused now. I had the same feeling when I heard about it for the first time. In my head, there was a web, and I didn't understand how colors are connected with our screen time. And why exactly black and white, no green and white. So, I'm sure that many people don't know about grayscale mode. Do they? Please, raise your hands those who don't know about it. I thought so. So, to my mind, the main questions are, how does it work and what is it? Initially, this idea was discovered and popularized by tech Harris. Main goal is to change your phone into black and white mode, and this will make your phone less stimulated. Just remember the days 10 or 15 years ago, when someone sat with a phone, he or she is strange. But now when someone doesn't sit with a phone, he or she is strange, and it isn't funny. In America, a group of people changed their smartphones into grayscale mode, and their screen time reduced in 6 times. But how and why does it work? Mainly because color stimulates part of our brain that we inherited from ancestors and animals. Of course, in wild world, bright colors mean items of interest. And such big companies like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram know it very, very deeply. And they spend huge amounts of money to discover and put it on the covers of apps. So, could you imagine that colors are such important? And to be in 101% sure that this plan is working, I decided to put it all on myself. I kept a special notebook where I wrote down all of my impressions, researches, and results related to grayscale plan. I tried to turn my phone into black and white mode twice. Firstly, the first time didn't work, and I changed it back to color mode within 3 days. But second time was much better. I've changed it 3 months ago and I still had it. Before I could change my phone into black and white mode, in total I spent 48 hours with my pet killer. But now I spend only 9 hours with my phone a week. Of course, firstly, it wasn't really easy to adapt with such modern atmosphere. 5 minutes after changing my phone into black and white mode, I was really bored, and my brain didn't understand anything. So I ran to my friend, and I offered her to go outside. And her face was really strange when she saw my phone, and she had so many questions, just like you 2 minutes ago. And I think that it's really great that you haven't read it in Wikipedia. You've heard it from real lips. And it wasn't until 3 weeks later I noted that I left it in such dark way. When I tried to turn it back to color mode, my eyes felt sick, so I turned it back to black and white. Of course, I cannot say that we should change all our gadgets into black and white mode. Maybe producers should produce technology that aren't so cartoonishly and bright. But unfortunately, I'm sure that won't happen, because more muted and dark screens won't be interesting in international minds. But my idea isn't about changing what producers produce. My idea is to help people to use their smartphones without addictions. So the one thing we could do together is to start with ourselves. So on Instagram, I'll be holding my 7 days black and white screen challenge to encourage as many people as possible. I will wait for you. And after I changed my phone into black and white mode, the idea of scrolling through Instagram photos seemed preposterous. I understood that these photos are completely ordinary, and I should travel while I'm young and I can hear live voices, exchange positive energy with others, and live every moment to the maximum. So, just change your phone into black and white mode to see a colorful world around you. Thank you so much.